Hello, I'm Marnell from Miemie's Keepsakes. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. I am here to start the uh, hashtag 50 stack challenge that Crafty Cat from USA is hosting. I am very behind. I think they are on week 11 or 12. I'm not planning to do this every week. So she took a guest check book with 50 guest checks in them and she will do one each week. I think on a Monday. I decided to do this and just do it maybe every other week on a Sunday with, alternating between the Sewing Notions challenge and this 50 stack challenge, and then do two or three um, of guest checks or whatever. I have this little sales book. I do not have guest checks that I really liked. Um, so I'm going to use the little sales book, and it has 50 receipts in here. And it's nice and small. If I want to do more than one thing, it would be easy to decorate. So what I've done with this one, I'm going to start with week 2 just because it's painting, and then I'll do the background, let it dry, and then come back. So I already covered it, and I backed all of them with white cardstock because they are so thin, like they are double, so it's really thin. It showed even like the file folders through, so I covered it with white cardstock. This one I already painted with clear gesso, just because I do want to paint on here and make the paper more acceptable or receptive to paint, and I want to use watercolors as well so that it will flow a little bit better. Let's start with the painting, and so let's do, shall we do, I don't even know what I want to do for this, so let's just start and do anything, any color. Shall we start with now? Okay, let's do this kind of greeny color and this yellow because it's, fall colors. And I'm thinking I have a terrible brush here because I used gesso on it before and I didn't clean it, and that's why I use those little mask applicators usually, or that's why I started using them. And so then if you don't clean your gesso, it would result in a very not great brush, but it's still good for this. Okay, so yeah, week 2 is paint, so I'm gonna leave this to dry. And should I add, I'm wondering if I should add just something different in here. It just feels very blah. I don't want to wet it too much. And maybe I need, because the background is already wet, this kind of maroony color in here. The watercolors will flow. Oh, that's an interesting color. Okay, a little bit more paint, water I mean. Okay, I'm going to leave that and come back to it. I can always add more, or maybe I'll add more now. I just feel like instead of inking, let's do the edge in this darker brown color. Okay, let's leave that. So this is prompt 2. Prompt 1 was the color red. Where's my... I do want to keep the numbers, and the numbers are in red, so that's all good. I've got some red things together, and I thought maybe I'll use some of the Tim Holtz people or some of these butterflies that I bought at the Dollarama quite some time ago, and I just can't seem to use on anything. I don't know why, but I should. Anyway, because I backed it, I should put all of the rest of them I'll put in the book press tonight. But let's see what we want to do with this. It's very white, but maybe that's okay. Don't know if I want to do the red doily. Anyway, I was thinking maybe this huge butterfly on there, and maybe that is too big. But I kind of like the idea that if I stuck this in a book with, or journal with a pocket, that the butterfly wing overhanging would kind of be the tab to pull it out. I do like that idea. Okay, so let's go with that. I have this mark making in red. There's some in gold. Let's start a background and then go from there. It's always easier, and some just book pages. And I do have stamps, so maybe I will start with some stamp, just some script stamp. And I might do that in, well, this is vintage photo. Let me find, what's this one? I don't want the black. There. This is vintage. Oh, distress ink. And okay, we'll go with vintage photo then. I was thinking I wanted, what is it, dark espresso, but I don't have it here, so we'll just go with what we have. And I just want to kind of just create a little bit of interest in the back. Okay. And then, oh, there's leaves on the back of this one. Can't use that then, because I've already painted it. Here, there's a little bit of something. Let's just glue that on. I need to do 4 in order to catch up, because as I said, I'm behind. They're on week 11 or 12, I'm not sure, but okay. I know I'm very behind. Okay, and I do think I like the idea of some gold on there, but maybe just the strip on the side with just a little bit of, I do like that strip too. Okay, and then a little bit of this with script. Or do I want it this way? Okay. Okay. Do like that. Okay, and where's my butterfly? Do I want the butterfly, or do I like this on there more? Okay, maybe we'll do that on the painted one, because I do like this kind of here, just because it's simpler, just the black on the red. But maybe not this person. These are too big. Too white. Those are groups. Maybe I'll just go with that guy because I picked him first. I also have this little birdie here. No. He needs something to put his foot on. He kind of can have his arm on that if I use this and just add a bit of an edge here. This is a water-soluble graphite, and maybe I'll do a little here as well, because he's gonna have to have something to put his foot on. Then I need some water. Oh boy, I do need to do something about my brushes. Less. Oh, you know what? I have the water pen. Why didn't I think of that? That's probably a better idea, because I do want to just shade this a little bit. Not too much. Okay. There. Give it a bit of an outline. I don't know if I want to do just maybe a tad over here. On the gold. Okay. Should that be enough? Let's see if he's putting his hand on there now. Now he's too low. Oh no, I didn't see that. I rummaged through my stash because didn't want this to take forever. I think I'm gonna use her, and I have this, I don't know if it's lace, but it has this beautiful texture. Do I have something dark on behind, just so you can see? And I love this stuff, but I don't use it enough. So I'm going to add this in there. Oops, okay. Throwing stuff around. Should I add this in the back? But I want it to be a little less perfect on the bottom. Kind of like it's torn off, and I probably could have torn this off. It's a very weird fabric or texture. Okay, how am I gonna glue this on here? I don't know. Okay, we'll add that on there in the back. I don't know. Let's do it this way and maybe fold it over. I'm going to fold it over that way because I do want to do something about the backs, because the backs are very white, so maybe I'll do that once I'm done. And I have this red thread that's a thicker thread I found in those baggies in the thrift store. Let's use some of this. just behind to add more red, I think. Okay. And shall we add number 1 in here on the top? And the stamps I have, I do like using stamps. What's this color? Maybe if I do it like this. I don't like the number 1 in her face. Let's do this. The next one, I dried it and I added some gold splatter on there, and I used that Van Gogh water soluble paint again that I've used before. This is the background, so I'm thinking I want to use this cute little bird. Oh, it's just folded over. Okay. Cute little bird, and maybe these are some of those papers that I soaked the stamps off from. I haven't used a lot of them, which is weird. I thought I'll use it so much, but I just have to remember about them. And then I have just book pages that I painted. This one is coppery. Maybe I'll use the copper one to go with the just to give the birdie a bit of a background. I'm thinking I want to ink him up a little as well, because I've got this out. It's some printable. Can't remember which one. I should write it on the back when I cut stuff out. But you know how it is. You fussy cut and just keep going. Okay. Let me take the glue book out from underneath. Like something like that. Oh, this is number 2. I have number 3 here. I'm not going to put numbers on it every time, obviously, but I'm just looking maybe for something for it to sit on. There. I do have these stamps. Always like stamps. Maybe I should have this isn't the right color, I think. This one. Why oh why? That's the same one again. Or should I go with something not green? It doesn't have to be green. Yes, I like that more. Okay, and let's find, let's see. I think this was Tom Holtz, I'm not sure. Again, I just kind of added it in. Yes, I do like that. Let's do that. And I'm hoping the glue stick will be enough on the gesso and paint and all the layers that's going on here. And no, I don't think it will be. Let's get the art glitter glue out. Just because it's now not a flat surface anymore. Because the paper do tend to wrinkle once you start adding those things. The background. So prompt 2 is paint. Oh, there. This one needs glue because I want it behind that one. So yeah, this piece of paper I painted as well, so it's another painted. Oh my goodness. I do like this tip, but it always gives you, not always, but most of the time, I'm going to put this one in behind there. And just maybe scrape it flat so it goes into all the little edges that the paint and the gesso created. And this one, there, it's flat. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's all it needs. Maybe a tab, but maybe I'll add that once I use this. Don't know yet. Okay. It needs a little bit more than just the pin from the outside. I need to get rid of that glob of glue on the inside. Sometimes this works better than just pushing it down from on top, I find, because you're just kind of pushing that glob that formed just back. So sometimes it helps if you take the little nib off and start the other way around. And now the glue on here already dried, because the art glitter glue definitely dries really fast. Okay, so now we're going from one disaster to the next. Okay, we've got the little birdie on there. Oopsie. I have to be gentle. Oh, let's just take that little branch away because I tore it. I have too much glue on here now. Anyway, there. I don't think, maybe I'll add a word. Discover it's too big. These were freebies from, well, maybe not, because I have the words there. No, I don't like the words. And maybe I'll just leave it, because the background is fairly busy with the paint and the splatter here. I think I'm just gonna leave it. That's the second one. The third prompt is blue. Okay. Where's my... just have to fix my glue. When it's working really well, but when it starts giving you trouble, it's doing that really well as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this page. So let's see, blue. I have some blue birds here, but I don't think I want to do a bird again. And I did bring some of the William Morris washi tape. And maybe I'll just ink this up a little bit with vintage photo. Just feel it's really, I don't mind white. I don't necessarily always ink the whites, but I just kind of want to get the edge, a lot of ink on the edge. But yeah, sometimes, the white can be definitely a bit too much. There, now it looks a little older. Maybe I will kind of fold it so, and then just put that crease in there as well. And distress the crease a little bit so it looks like it's been in somebody's wallet for a while. Get the ink in there. Probably should have done this before I started inking. I just thought about it. Okay. Just get a little bit more ink on here. Maybe in there as well. Okay. So let's do, I have these two blue images too. I do like this one, but now it maybe I should have kept the white. Anyway, all good. Let's do some washi tape. Oops. Was going to tear it straight, but okay. Let's get rid of the straightness on this side. Maybe add the washi on here. And my fingers are covered in glue now. I have some brown paper bag here in my scrap box. I think it was a McDonald's bag. Shall we add that on there too and maybe ink it up as well? Okay. And I'm going to use art glitter glue for this just because I want to glue it on top of the washi, and the glue stick will definitely not work for that. But if I wasn't doing that, the glue stick would have been more than enough, I think. Okay. And it's still curling, but oh, I don't want to cover the three. Okay. And I almost feel like I need something, everything is going up, down. Maybe something a little horizontal. And what else? I have these black and white stickers. Oh, I do like that. Oh, I can hear the geese outside. Winter is coming. So that. And shall we add maybe which one did I have? I do like this one, but it's backed. Oh, it will come off. Yes, okay. Let's glue this on. So this one, the prompt is blue. Okay, I want it there. And then the sticker. I want this one here. I kind of want the sticker just peeking out behind, and I do think maybe this one needs some ink, and maybe I will Distress the corner as well. It's a very gloomy day here. I hope the lights are good enough. But yeah, very gloomy. We had a great weekend. We did a lot of work of cleaning up in the garden and even inside the house because yeah, my craft room was a disaster. I'm back where I started, but you know, now you're just kind of, there's boxes everywhere, and with the kids moving out, there's boxes everywhere. So it's disaster area for sure, but it's all good. We moved rooms around, moved the exercise equipment downstairs, so now my room is bigger, which is nice. I kind of now have two rooms, one for filming and my Etsy shop, and then also the other one is for working and storing. So most of my things are now in one area and not in all over the house anymore, which is nice, but it's not organized at all, and I can't take off again to fix my craft room. So I'm just gonna continue and slowly work my way through until my area I'm happy with it again. So, and well, it's not just this room, all the other rooms too. We'll get there. Anyway, that is blue. Now I'm wondering, I have this container on my desk, if I maybe want some lace on here. This was a hanky that I've cut up. Okay, no, I think it's enough. Okay, the next one, number 4, is orange, and I think until I'm caught up I'll do 4, or maybe and then every second week do one again. So number 4 is this one, orange. Orange is not my favorite color. We had orange in the Marguerite Miller challenge, or your least favorite color or something like that on the Marguerite Miller challenge a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, orange is not my favorite color. But I have this, I saw this, and this flower has orange in it, not totally orange. I'm just kind of putting stuff down. I also bought this at the dollar store quite some time ago, and I can't seem to use this either. Don't know what it is about them. It's just kind of hard to use. I do like that. So something like that, but I do think again I need to do something about the background. And I'm just gonna do the easy thing and just quickly ink it. Okay, I need to do something with the background, and I think I'm gonna use the watercolors again and just get some. Okay, and I found this water in here at the dollar. It was Dollarama red for $3. Red, okay, and it is orange. Water-based markers. Now I've never used this. Maybe I should just see what it does. But there's an orange in here and brown, and this kind of peachy orange color in the background. And where's my water pen? Let's just see something. If you do this, add water. Just a simple flower, just very water soluble. Needs a little something. In fact, I don't think at all. do that. And I just want the outlines. Okay. That was not the idea I had when I'm... Oh, there, it is happening. Something's happening. I'm not sure if that would just totally look silly. It needs a lot of water. So maybe I'll just... Okay, let's see how that looks. What shall I do? If not, then the watercolor is coming on. Maybe the entire thing. Do... Okay, and maybe this one. Watercolors again. I want to cut the excess white off because it has a lot of white, and that might be the other thing why I'm struggling to use these, because the same thing with the butterflies. There's a lot of white edge. I don't mind the white edge, but it's just a little too much. So I'm just going to cut around this. And I might have to, like I said, I'm going to do this every other week and maybe do 2 or 3 at a time until I'm caught up. And then just do 2 at a time. We'll see. I'm behind on Roxy's Journal of Stitchery as well, and as well there's still weeks of Margaret Reed Miller that I want to catch up on, and yeah, just a lot of things. Thinking hopefully it will happen in time. Okay, so maybe I need something more on here as well. Maybe I'll go for this black and white stickers again, because it, you know, it will be a good contrast. I don't know what this is. There, this one might be good to cover up my very impressive watercolor flower and a little bit more of my background, I'm thinking. Okay, let's do that. I definitely need to work on my watercolor painting. Obviously not an expert, but it works out. So this one here, and then I want him kind of standing on top. These flowers here, and maybe the feathers here. Okay. Then maybe I do need some lace on this one. I just think it needs a little bit of contrast. And I have this doily. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So let's get this one down. Okay. And again, this thing does not want to work. I do think I need to glue the feather down with some art glitter glue, just because it's printed on cardstock. And the glue stick that I have is definitely not the best glue stick on the market. And then this one I'll do glue stick. And I kind of kept the feather on the white background and not too much on that darker background because, yeah, see this glue stick, because of the white edges. And then this one will stand on there. Okay, I got myself into a big fat mess again. I have some orange stamps. Maybe something like that, or this one. What's this one? It's the San Marino. This is a beautiful stamp. I don't want to put it that way. Okay, it seems like that's the only orange stamp I have here. I'll use that one. It looks nice. I do like it. Just using art glitter glue again because I'm going to glue it on top of that sticker. And then this is the Tim Holtz paper dolls. Just gonna take this edge off and go clean it after I'm done with the video. I'll just use my finger. Okay. And then I want to add some of this doily on there. And I'm thinking just maybe something like this, just to soften the orange. It's just it just feels very harsh. And I might just have to put some of the fabric tack on here and try to glue it on as best as possible. We'll see. And then cut it out. I'm going to have it overlap, overhang a little bit. I do like that. And maybe, it seems like it's all glued up on here. Yes, it's sticking. Okay, that is the 4 prompts I'm going to do today. I'll clean up afterwards. Let me just move some of the things out of the way so I can show you what we did today. Okay, so the first one was red. We did this one. Just cut that off. The string is just all over the place. One, and I left this hanging because I do think I'm gonna just fold it over to the back because I am going to decorate the backs. So that's number 1. And number 2 was paint, and I would have to definitely put them in the book press. Number 1, number 2 is paint, number 3 is blue. Let's see if I can just get them to sit a little better. Blue and not upside down. And number 4 is orange. So that's the 4 we did today. Thank you for joining me today. It is Crafty Cat from USA, hashtag 50 stack. And do go look at Enchanted Dreams, Nancy from Wishes and Weeds, and Crafty Alley Creates. I will have their links in the description box, and see what they are up to. I'll see you again next time. Bye.